Hi everyone and welcome to our second class. I would like to start by thanking everybody for working so hard on delivering the tasks on time and form also. I know working on the platform might be somehow difficult because it's the first time we use Moodle here, but I really appreciate it and thank you also for the questions. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. We are going to be continuing working with Moodle, so if you still don't have access to it, please let me know so we can fix it, because we are going to use it for uploading every homework. I decided to make it a little different and we're going to work with this video now. We're going to have only grammar in this case. We're going to watch another video, we're going to answer some exercises from the book and another exercise that is online. We also are going to be working on a Word document where we are going to be compilating our exercises as we did last time with the first homework. And we are also going to be working with Google Drive. I'm going to provide you with a link with different folders, one folder per activity, and on every folder you're going to find instructions. And now that I have mentioned the materials that we're going to use, let's get into the class. And let's start right away with our topic, which is the unreal conditional. We can find it in our book, top notch, page 90. We are going to start right away with our topic, and that is the past unreal conditional. We can find it in our books on page 90. According to the book, the past unreal conditional describes past unreal and untrue situations and results. That means an imaginary result for a past situation. And since we're talking about a past situation, the conditions cannot be met, the conditions cannot happen. And let's remember that for conditionals, we must divide it into two different parts. One of them is going to be the condition, and the other one, the other clause, is going to be the result. In this case, for the condition clause, the if clause, we are going to use the past perfect. Let's remember that for the past perfect, we need had, verb had in past, had, that is our auxiliary, and a participle verb. For example, had worked, had lived, had lifted, or had visited. And on the other side, that means in the result clause, we are going to use would have or could have plus, for example, could have worked, would have lived, could have eaten, or could have rested. In our books, page 90, we have two examples. So we are going to read them and then we're going to provide more. So the first example says, if she had rented a more economical car, she wouldn't have spent so much money on gas. In parentheses, it is explained to us that she didn't rent a more economical car. That's why we said if she had rented, and she wouldn't have spent. Again, we're talking about unreal situations. Then the second example says, if Jonas Salk hadn't invented a vaccine to protect people against polio, many more people would have gotten the disease. But he did invent the vaccine. Then again, this is an imaginary situation. And as a consequence, many more people didn't get the disease because he invented the vaccine. For questions and answers, we're going to use the same amount of elements. We only have to make our inversion very well so that it works. For example, if we say, they could have prevented the accident if they had known the tires were so old. Here we say that they did not prevent the accident because they didn't know that the tires were old. And as a question, it would be, could they have prevented the accident if they had known the tires were so old? What happens here, we change could with the subject of the sentence. Instead of saying they could have, we are going to make our invention and put could at the beginning, then our subject, and then we continue with the perfect tense. Could they have prevented the accident if they had known the tires were so old? Yes, they could have, or no, they couldn't have. In the second example, we have a WH question. That means that the WH part is going to be in the result clause, and we're going to put that clause in the beginning, starting with the WH word, then could or would, and then the present perfect. For example, what would you have done? That is our result clause, and we have WH, would, and the present perfect. Moving on to the condition clause, it says if you hadn't had your phone with you. In that case, we're going to leave the condition clause just as it is. We are not going to make any changes, only in the result clause, because there is where we have the question. So the complete example says, what would you have done if you hadn't had your phone with you? There, since it's an open question, we have a possible answer here that says, I would have borrowed one. Let's not forget to use would and could only in the result clause, not in the condition, because it would be incorrect for us to say, if you wouldn't have, no, let's not do that. So let's only put it in the result clause. As part of this grammar exercise, I have decided to include a video. This video is another short film because I remember we had seen some before. This is also an animated short film. We're going to take a look at it right here, and you can find a link of it in the Google Drive document. You're going to have to retype the text because it's going to be in a picture. So let's do this. First, pause the video. Second, go to the Google Drive files and get the link to the YouTube video. Third, watch the video. 5, come back here, and then we're going to continue with more examples and some exercises so that we can put into practice what we have just seen about the past unreal conditionals. So, pause it. Pause. Pause. Right now. Out. When you work on your sentences, let's make sure that we include the statement and also one picture. You can take screenshots from the video, or you can Google images about the same video. So we would have a total of 3 sentences and 3 pictures. Don't forget that we don't want you to get overwhelmed with a lot of information. So as you continue your progress in the video, don't forget to pause at every section so you can get some rest, you can finish your activity without any pressures, and then we can continue with more and more. Now, we're almost there. We almost finished. We are on part 4 from 5. And for this next section, I'm going to send you to another link, this one right here, kitty kitty. And what we're doing is we're going to click on that link. You can also find it in the description box below. And after you access on it, you're going to answer the 10 questions. The questions are about the past unreal conditional. You can go back in the video for the explanation. You can go back to your book for the explanation so that you know what to answer in the test. You have 10 questions. 5 of them are multiple choice, and the other 5 questions you have to write the correct form of the verb and the correct part of the clause. After we answer the quiz, you're going to get your results. It's going to be a similar image than this. And that image, you're going to paste it in your Word document as exercise 4. And with this, we have made it to the last part of the video. Finally, this is going to be exercise 5. In this part, you're going to get to write sentences only, and those sentences have to be following the past unreal conditional structure. The topic is going to be what we are going through right now with this global situation. For example, I wouldn't have saved a lot of money if I haven't decided on staying with my parents during these times. And another example would be, I don't know what would have happened if authorities hadn't decided on having the classes online. So let's get to work. Let's remember 5 sentences about what is going on right now. And we have to include the past unreal conditional structure. If you have any questions, if you don't know how to build up those sentences, let me know. Text me, send me a message, contact me, and I will be glad to help you, because that's what we're here for, to help you out, to solve any problems or any inconveniences you have with homework, with the platform, with Moodle, with SMTIA. Let us know and you will be listened. Don't forget to save those 5 sentences as exercise 5 in the Word document. Once you finish, you are going to save the document and upload it to Moodle as we did before with the last activity. In the Google Drive folders, you can also find instructions on how to upload your document. It will send you back to my tutorial, the one that I did last time. It is going to be the same process. In this case, you're only going to upload the document. And let's make sure we upload it correctly. And this is it for now. Please stay tuned to your email at SMTIA, because that's the official means of communication for us right now. So please use it as if you were using WhatsApp or any other app. It is as important as those right now. So thank you all for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share. And if you have any recommendations, please leave it in the comment section below. I'm just kidding, don't do that, I'm just kidding. And right now what I'm doing is thinking about other ways in which we can have a class. We're probably having the video conference, a video call for the last class, the 4th one. But I would like to also hear it from you. So if you have any suggestions, any recommendations, let me know so we can do that and change things to make them a little different, maybe a little funnier or less heavy for you and easier, of course. So see you next time.